This week, Sentris developer Samantha Kalman chats to Mike about solving indie musical puzzles. Mel wanders through the beauty that is Black Desert Online, and Jonny Robot explores a game where time doesn't move unless you do. Superhot. This is Player Attack. Hi, I'm Jessica Citizen, and this week the gaming world was just a little bit stunned by the news that Microsoft had not only cancelled development on Fable Legends, but was closing developer Lionhead Studios as well. Press Play Studios, the Danish developer behind Max the Curse of Brotherhood, was also shut down as the publisher focuses its time and money on the games and franchises that fans find most exciting. Lionhead Studios was responsible for groundbreaking strategy game Black and White as well as the Fable series. It was purchased by Microsoft back in 2006. The publisher now says that it will remain committed to the UK and European development communities, but it won't be supporting either the asymmetrical multiplayer of Fable Legends or the Hunger Games-esque action survival of Project Knoxville. Another game we won't be getting our hands on is EverQuest Next, with developer Daybreak Games officially axing the project. It's been months since we heard anything positive about the game, but now it's official. Despite accomplishing incredible feats in development, the studio has discovered that EverQuest Next wasn't actually any fun. It's not all bad though. Sister game Landmark will continue in development and it's expected to be released later this year. And while the latest Hitman game has finally arrived in all its episodic glory, if you are hanging out for a physical copy, you'll be waiting for quite a while yet. Square Enix has confirmed the disc, which will include 7 episodes of the game, won't be available until January 2017. So, if you're not a fan of the online model, fingers crossed you can avoid spoilers for that long. In other news, the latest expansion for Hearthstone is arriving much sooner than we thought, late April or early May, and it's a special pack titled Whispers of the Old Gods. There are 134 new cards themed around the Old Gods, focusing on the eldritch deities featured in Warcraft lore, familiar faces like Cthulhu, Yogg-Saron and N'Zoth. Blizzard is keeping busy with another game as well. Overwatch is officially launching for Windows PC, Xbox One and PS4 on May 24, after a short 2-tiered beta earlier in the month. It's an interesting choice of date. The colourful multiplayer team-based shooter is launching just 3 weeks after Gearbox launches Battleborn, another colourful multiplayer team-based shooter. And in still more Blizzard news, the 15-year-old Diablo 2 has just been patched to version 1.14, with the studio explaining that it should fix issues with modern operating systems. It's the first time the game has been updated since 2011, and Blizzard explains there is still a dedicated team working on the title behind the scenes, with more updates in the works addressing cheat detection and hack protection. And if that wasn't enough, there is also a new patch for Warcraft 3, bringing that one up to version 1.27. Blizzard is remaining super quiet on just why it's dusting off these old titles, leading to more than a few suspicions that the classics are being revamped for a potentially polished up re-release. And moving on, EVE Online has just dipped its toes into some real-world science, revealing Project Discovery, a new minigame that has been created by developer CCP in association with the Human Protein Atlas, Massively Multiplayer Online Science, and the University of Reykjavik. It's all about getting gamers to match up patterns, which is something that we humans find easy, but computers find very difficult. The catch? The patterns you're matching are super zoomed in pictures of human proteins, and identifying them helps to further biological research. Plus, you'll be rewarded with ISK and analysis credits, and you'll get to feel all warm and fuzzy after helping people. It's a win-win. In quick news, if you're into importing games, particularly from Japan, you're in luck, as Amazon Japan has officially started shipping select games and hardware systems to international buyers. It's not a free-for-all, some games are still Japan only, and obviously some are still region-locked, but there are still plenty on offer, with the website even switching into English at the touch of a button. The team at Xbox has also opened up the floodgates to get more people gaming, with ID at Xbox chief Chris Charla revealing that cross-platform multiplayer is now a reality. This means no matter if you've bought a game on Xbox One, PS4 or Windows PC, you'll theoretically be able to play it with everyone else who has it, regardless of which platform they've got it on. Including this option is up to each individual developer, but the fact it's possible is pretty neat. And to prove that concept, Rocket League is the first game that will launch with the feature. CD Projekt Red, the team behind the Witcher series, has announced that it is working on a new game due out by the end of the year, and it will be a new type of video game format previously unexplored by the studio. That is in addition to the second expansion pack for The Witcher 3 due out this year, and of course the already exciting Cyberpunk 2077 is due out in 2017 or later, so nobody's quite sure what this new game might be. One theory which fans are drooling over is the idea of a standalone version of Gwent, the card game that's featured so heavily in Geralt's latest adventures. And finally, to movie news. Todd Howard has said that while he's had a number of meetings with filmmakers about taking various Bethesda properties to the big screen, nothing's really clicked yet. On one hand, it's refreshing to know that he's taking the franchises seriously, both Fallout and The Elder Scrolls, but it is a little disappointing after we got so close to a Fallout movie back when Interplay owned the rights back in the late 90s. Similarly, film director J.J. Abrams has confirmed that he has been in meetings to bring another couple of game franchises to Hollywood, chatting to Gabe Newell about both Half-Life and Portal. Before that hype train gathers too much speed, Abrams says the films are in development, with teams of writers working on both projects. And that's all we know. For more information on any of these stories, or to keep up to date with the latest gaming news, head to playerattack.com. But for now, stick around, got plenty more still to come.